Today we will be seeing the 8th unit of the currency future segments, that is accounting and taxation in futures. Talking about accounting in currency derivatives, the ICAI, that is Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, has issued guidance notes on accounting of index future contracts from the point of view of parties who enter into such future contracts, such as buyers and sellers. For other parties involved in the trading process, like brokers, trading members, clearing members and clearing corporations, a trade in currency derivative is similar to trade in say shares. मतलब बाकी सबके लिए same accounting treatment रहेगा, लेकिन for buyers and sellers there would be a difference in the trading or the accounting treatment of currency futures and any other segment. It's not clear as of now whether any separate guidance note would be issued for currency derivatives. If issued, participants will have to consider such guidance. अभी तक ऐसा कोई clarity नहीं है कि guidance note issue होंगे कि नहीं होंगे, लेकिन अगर होते हैं तो you have to take that guidance note into consideration. Here in this section, just as a parallel on the lines of guidelines for equity derivative, we shall largely focus on the accounting treatment of currency futures in the books of the clients. But before we do so, let us have a quick relook on some of the terms used. First is the clearing corporation. Clearing corporation means a clearing corporation approved by SEBI. SEBI के through approved for clearing and settlement of trades. Clearing member is a member of the clearing corporation and includes all the categories of clearing members as may be admitted as such by the clearing corporation to the currency segment. Then coming on to client. Client means a person or on whose instructions and on whose accounts the trading member enters into any contract for the purchase and sale or does not act in relation thereto. Contract month मतलब जिस month का जो trade है, means the month in which the exchange requires a contract to be finally settled. कि June contract है, August contract है, in these terms. Daily settlement price is the closing price of the currency future contract for the day or such other prices as may be decided. Then currency derivatives exchange. Currency derivative exchange means an exchange which is approved by SEBI as a currency derivative exchange. जो SEBI के approval से exchange बनी है, that's a currency derivative exchange. Then the final settlement price, it is the final closing price, जो expiry के दिन जिस price settlement होता है, that's the final settlement price. Long position is buying futures, buying the currency futures, being bullish on the exchange rate and buying those futures are long position. And open position is the total number of currency future contracts that have not yet been offset. Then the settlement date, the date on which the settlement of the outstanding obligations in a currency future contracts are required to be settled, that is the settlement date. Then short position means a person who is bearish on an exchange rate. Suppose USD INR पे कोई bearish है तो क्या करेगा, sell करेगा futures को, that is short position. Then trading member means a member of the currency derivative segment. जो brokers involved है currency derivative segment में, those are the trading members of the currency derivative exchange. Coming on to the accounting treatment. Accounting at the inception of a contract. Every client is required to pay the trading member the initial margin. जब भी कोई currency future में enter होता है तो उसको initial margin pay करना होता है, जो कि clearing corporation के through determined है. So such initial margin should be, because he has to pay, that would be debited to initial margin account, currency futures account. एक अलग से अकाउंट बनता है इनिशियल मार्जिन करेंसी फ्यूचर्स अकाउंट, उसमें डेबिट होगा. एडिशनल मार्जिन्स इफ एनी शुड आल्सो बी अकाउंटेड फॉर द सेम मैनर. इट मे आल्सो बी मेंशन्ड दैट एट द टाइम when the contract is entered into for purchase or sale of currency futures, no entry is passed for recording the contract because no payment is made. जब contract में entry होते हैं तब कोई entry नहीं होती because there is no payment made at the time except for the initial margin. At the balance sheet date के दिन the balance in the initial margin also shown in the मतलब एक separate head में show होता है, current assets के head में show होता है. In those cases where any amount has been paid in excess in the initial margin, the excess should also be disclosed separately. अगर initial margin ज़्यादा amount दे रखा है उस इंसान ने तो उसको अलग से अपने को शो करना होता है as deposits under the head current assets के head में deposits करके अलग से अपने को एक शो करना पड़ता है. In case where instead paying initial margin in cash, the client provides bank guarantees or lodges security. जब वो bank guarantee या कोई और मीन्स यूज़ कर रहा है, कैश नहीं यूज़ कर रहा है, तो देयर शुड बी डिस्क्लोजर ऑफ दैट थिंग. Disclosure should be made in the notes to the financial statements of the clients. This is the accounting at the inception of account. जब अपन contract में enter करेंगे तो ये accounting treatment होगा. Then accounting at the time of daily settlement. This involve accounting of payment or receipts of M2M money. इसमें M2M money जो होगा उसका treatment होगा. Payments made or received on account of daily settlement by the client would be credited or debited to the bank account, and the corresponding debit should be for the same should be made on the account titled as M2M margin currency futures account. Sometimes the client may deposit a lump sum money with the broker in respect of the M2M margin instead of receiving or paying M2M margin on a daily basis. Daily basis देने की बजाय वो lump sum margin दे देते हैं. The amount so paid in the nature of deposit should be debited to an account which is डिपॉजिट करके एक अकाउंट बनाएंगे, डिपॉजिट फॉर M2M margin account. The amount of M2M margin received or paid from such account should be credited or debited to M2M margin currency futures account with a corresponding debit or credit to the deposit for currency future account. उसको M2M से डेबिट क्रेडिट होगा. आपका डिपॉजिट और M2M दोनों आपस में डेबिट क्रेडिट होंगे. एट द ईयर एंड एनी बैलेंस इन द डिपॉजिट फॉर M2M शुड बी शोन एज अ डिपॉजिट अंडर द हेड करंट एसेट. अंडर द हेड करंट एसेट्स वो शो होंगे. देन अकाउंटिंग फॉर ओपन पोजिशंस एट द एंड ऑफ द ईयर अगर है अपनी तो वो नॉशनल प्रॉफिट्स या नॉशनल लॉसेस के बेसिस पे होगा. उस केस में उसकी जो करंट पोजीशन है और आपका जो बाइंग प्राइस है उन दोनों को सब्सट्रैक्ट करके आपका जो नॉशनल प्रॉफिट या नॉशनल लॉस निकलेगा दैट इज शोन इन द अकाउंट्स. अकाउंटिंग एट द टाइम ऑफ फाइनल सेटलमेंट्स. दिस इन्वॉल्व्स अकाउंटिंग एट द टाइम ऑफ फाइनल सेटलमेंट ऑन स्क्वेयरिंग अप द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. जब हम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट स्क्वेयर अप करेंगे तब इट इज़ दैट अकाउंटिंग. एट द एक्सपायरी ऑफ अ सीरीज ऑफ करेंसी फ्यूचर्स, the profit loss on final settlement should be calculated as the difference between the final settlement price and the price at which we entered into the contract. अपन ने जिस प्राइस में कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बाय किया है, the final settlement price, उससे आपका प्रॉफिट और लॉस निकलेगा. The profit loss so computed should be recognized in the P&L account by corresponding debit or credit to the M2M margin. M2M margin से P&L account से आपके corresponding debit credits होंगे. However, जब बैलेंस एग्जिस्ट होता है आपके प्रोविजन अकाउंट में, आपने प्रोविजन फॉर लॉस अकाउंट मेंटेन कर रखा है, उसमें अगर कोई बैलेंस है, एनी लॉस अराइजिंग ऑन सच सेटलमेंट शुड बी फर्स्ट चार्ज टू दैट प्रोविजन अकाउंट. तो आपने जो प्रोविजंस बना रखे हैं पहले लॉसेज उस पर चार्ज होंगे, उससे अगर एक्स्ट्रा लॉसेज होते हैं दैट वुड बी शोन इन द फाइनल अकाउंट. सेम अकाउंटिंग ट्रीटमेंट शुड बी मेड व्हेन अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज स्क्वेयर्ड अप बाय एंटरिंग इनटू अ रिवर्स कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. It appears that at present it is not feasible to identify the currency future contracts. Accordingly, if more than one contract in respect of the series of currency future contract to which the squared up contract pertains is outstanding at the time of squaring up, the contract price of the contract so squared up should be determined by FIFO, that is first in first out basis पे वो determine किया जाएगा. Then accounting in the case of default. अब अगर क्लाइंट ने डिफ़ॉल्ट कर दिया तो क्या? When client defaults in making payment in respect of the daily settlement, the contract is closed out. Contract closed out हो जाता है. The amount not paid by the client it is adjusted against the initial margin. जो amount client का default amount है उसको initial margin से adjust कर दिया जाता है. In the books of the clients, the amount so adjusted should be debited to the M2M account क्योंकि उससे withdraw किया जाएगा तो that will be debited to the M2M currency futures account. The corresponding credit जाएगा initial margin currency futures account. The amount of initial margin on the contract in excess of the amount adjusted, जितना initial margin extra है that will be released. The accounting treatment in this regard will be same as explained above. In case the amount you paid on the daily settlement exceeds the initial margin, the excess is a liability. बाकी का जो बचा हुआ है that would be a liability and should be shown under the head current liabilities and provisions. Current liabilities और provisions के head में दिखेगा वो. It continues to exist on the balance sheet date. The amount of profit or loss on the contract so closed out, जो profit loss जो भी amount of profit loss निकलेगा on the contract so closed out should be calculated and recognized as the in the P&L account in the manner dealt with above. So इस तरीके से अगर default हुआ है तो accounting treatment होएगा. Then disclosure requirements. The amount of bank guarantee and book value as also the market value of the securities lodged should be disclosed in respect of the contract having open position. कुछ लोग क्या करते हैं कैश देने के बजाय they give the bank guarantees, book values ये सब देते हैं, तो उसका अलग से accounting treatment होता है, उसकी disclosures आते हैं. You have to write in disclosures that instead of cash, these things are given. The total number of contracts entered and the gross number of units of currency futures traded should be also disclosed in respect of each series of currency futures. Number of currency future contracts having open position, the number of units of currency futures contract pertaining to those contract, and the daily settlement price as of the balance sheet date should be disclosed separately. Long and short positions के लिए separately disclose करना है in respect of each series of currency future. हर series of currency futures के लिए उनको disclose करना है. This is all about the accounting and taxation concepts of the currency futures account. ये तो accounting हो गया. अपन taxation पे आए तो prior to the financial year 2005-06 transactions and derivatives were considered to be speculative transactions for the purpose of determining the tax liability under the Income Tax Act. However, such transactions entered into by the hedgers and stock exchange members in course of jobbing and arbitrage activities were specifically excluded from the purview of definition of वो speculative transactions में नहीं माने जाते थे. In view of the above provisions, most of the transactions entered into derivatives by investors and speculators उसको speculative transactions माना जाता था. The tax provisions provided for differential treatment with respect to set off and carry forward of loss on such transactions was also taken. Loss on derivative transactions could only be set off with set off against other speculative income. जो आपकी दूसरी speculative income है उसी से आपके speculative losses को square off कर सकते हैं, and the same could not be set off against any other income. This resulted in the payment of higher taxes by the excessees. Finance Act 2005 जो आया has amended this section so as to exclude transactions and derivatives carried out in a recognized stock exchange for this purpose. This implies कि जो income or loss on derivatives which are carried out in a recognized stock exchange is not taxed as इसको speculative income या loss की तरह नहीं tax किया जाएगा. Thus, loss on derivative transactions can be set off against any other income during the year. किसी भी income से अपन set off कर सकते हैं. In case the same cannot be set off, it can be carried forward to subsequent year. अपन carry forward भी कर सकते हैं अपना loss and set off against any other income in the subsequent year. आने वाले सालों में जो अपनी income होगी उससे भी set off किया जा सकता है. Such losses can be carried forward for a period of 8 assessment years तक में carry forward कर सकते हैं. It should also be noted that security transaction tax paid on such transaction is eligible as deduction. जो STT अपन pay करेंगे that is eligible as deduction under the Income Tax Act 1961. This is all about the accounting and taxation of the currency derivatives. We will be carrying on 9th unit, which is Code of Conduct and Investor Protection Measures, in a short while. Thank you.